What's up? Understand your mentality is more important than your race as a black man. Now, the purpose of this channel is not to be racist towards white people or any other race of people. It's just to recognize the truth of what's been done to us. And I'm not a person that's gonna hate somebody just because of their skin color. That's what the racist white people actually do. They get mad just because you are a darker skin complexion, and they just want to throw every negative thing with that because you're darker, right? And I, as a person who wants to help the black community, don't want to play that game because I don't hate you just because you got a lighter skin tone. I don't throw negative connotations on you just because you have a lighter complexion. I don't throw all these negative phrases and negative things at you because you're white or because you're Mexican or because you're any other race. But the point is to recognize what was done to black people, right? But the solution is to find the like-minded people and to find the people with the certain mentality that's going to be able to help black people come together and black people actually be able to take care of themselves and not need the white man and not need any other race, right? So I want to emphasize to any black people watching this video that the important thing is mentality. So if you meet a white man, and if you've heard me say it, I believe white people as a whole um are not for us, and they're more closer to the enemy side of things, right? But if you can meet an individual who may be Mexican, who may be white, who may be another race, but if y'all are like minded, that's the most valuable thing, right? And so you have a lot of these people who are, they hate the other race, right? They hate the heart of what I'm trying to do is not out of hate, but it's out of trying to firmly plant us as a people who can take care of each other and who can protect each other. And when you a lot of times you can defend out of love. You can kill somebody out of love. And so I look at the black community and I'm like, man, I kill for these people. I protect these people. I'm gonna help these people, build. Why? Because I am a black man, right? And I don't want to do anything with hate on my heart, right? But if you cross that person that I love, you cross my people, then you are my enemy. You are my enemy, right? And I don't want to make things strictly down to just race and skin tone and everything like that. I want to make everything down to mentality. And are you trying to help me as an individual? That is the goal, and that is the goal of me creating this channel. That's the goal of all of that. It's not to make somebody uh feel bad about being white, but to feel bad about your mentality and the mentality that was being used, and to get away from that mentality and get towards a mentality where the black man, the white man, the Asian man, the Indian man, the Mexican man can all help each other and love each other and build together. But we don't that's not the reality we live in. The reality we live in is that the black man needs to focus first on helping his fellow black man, right? Because at the end of the day, a lot of the times we're the only ones that really care about each other. The other races don't care. Yes, you can meet individuals who care. You can meet individuals who aren't like that. But as a whole, the black man needs to look out for his people, right? Because the black man is the natural leader of the black people, right? And so I want to live in a world where people are sovereign over their people, right? We don't have the white man coming in controlling the black people. We don't have the Indian man coming in controlling the Mexican people. We don't have that. I don't want to live in a world like that. And I think that I'm a person who thinks bigger than myself because on paper, right, I'm not the most capable man. I'm not the most, X, Y, and Z man that can make a lot of change, right? On paper, it may look that way, but the belief I have and the willingness I have to improve, to change, to get better, to make those connections, to get outside of my comfort zone, which is something I heavily need to improve on, um, is all I need, right? I just need that willingness to go out there and try and to improve and to get better. It's not always about the most qualified person. It's really the person who's willing to just get good at whatever it is that he needs to get good at so that he can do what he want to do, because it's all about starting from somewhere. And I just really want to emphasize that don't make it superficial. Make it based on who that person is. Make it based on character, right? But oftentimes we as black people can be naive and a little bit, to me, over accepting of a lot of people, and we have to weave out the people who are actually for us and the people who are actually against us. I'm not a person that's going to be super accepting to uh a lot of different races, if just because they might act like they cool with you. This is one reason why I feel like if I dated a white girl or something, I'm not just gonna automatically assume you're not racist because you like me. Sex is something that can a lot of times go outside of the realm of that person, what race that person is. So I don't like to be in mentalities where because they do this one thing or they're with this person that means they're not like that, right? But the whole point I'm trying to make with everything that I'm saying is that based stuff on mentality, based stuff on how people treat you, based stuff on um that are in reality, that are observable, but they're meaningful and they actually mean something. Don't treat don't don't treat somebody just because they got a different skin tone, because when you do that, you play the same game that the person who oppressed you plays. And to me, that person is very evil. That man is very evil. And we talk about what happened to different people in different countries, but we rarely talk about the stuff that happened to black people in this country, right? We don't talk about that enough. But let's be real, that was built on actual hate. That was race based. That wasn't mentality based. So I want to just make a emphasis on actually coming together by mentality, not just by skin color and race. But preferably, if we can find a lot of black men who are like minded, a lot of women who are like minded, a lot of people who are like minded, but a emphasis on black people because we need it more than anything, then that's what we need to come together based off of. Not just because everybody black and everybody white and everybody, nah. Don't come together off of that. That's all I gotta say. Peace out.